Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with another reading here for you, your Love and Life series for the first half of June from the 1st through the 15th. Before we dive into your actual reading, I just had some announcements I wanted to get out of the way before we officially begin your reading. So if you'd like to skip ahead to the beginning of the reading, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll go ahead and timestamp it down below. But before I begin, I just wanted to talk about how for my channel I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. I've just been so super swamped, not only with posting content on my channel consistently, and if you're a regular to my channel, you'll know that there's always content up every day or so, every other day, or as often as I can post videos for all zodiacs. And on top of doing personal private readings and just living my personal life, it's just really gotten to be a bit much. So starting this month of June, I'm going to be doing my Love and Life series first half of the month, as well as the second half of the month, like I have done for years now. This is something that I've done really from the very beginning of my channel. And so I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm going to go back to my format of posting bonus readings for the top 3 signs based off of the most viewed video for the first half and second half of the month. And of course, if time permits, I'll go ahead and do some other readings in between those two time frames. All right, guys, so unfortunately, just, there's just one of me, and on top of just living life with my family, and we've got a new grandbaby, and everything's just so super swamped. I mean, I wish I had more than 24 hours in a day to be able to fit everything in, but this is me just kind of prioritizing everything, still being able to consistently post on my channel, but also living my best life also off camera. And so for those who have requested personal private readings, of course that continues to be a priority. And so you don't have to worry about that. That will always be taken care of for those who do purchase readings. But as far as the content that I'll be posting on YouTube, we're going to go back to the original format of Love and Life series first half and second half of the month, and then whatever readings I can fit in between. So yeah, bonus readings will be top 3. So if you want to be in the top 3 of those bonus readings, definitely tune in first and second half of the month. And if you're able to relate to the storylines that come through, then, with enough people that are liking, sharing, and subscribing, then of course your sign will be one of the top 3 bonus readings. All right, guys, so just wanted to get that out of the way. And also for those who are interested in any of my decks, I'm going to be posting for sale items on my Instagram page, so definitely follow me there. And I'm planning on putting a couple of my other decks on sale for the month of June. I believe one of them will be my modern day Seers, Tarot, and Oracle. So if that's one of the decks that you've been keeping an eye on, it's going to be on sale starting June 1st, which by the time I post this video will probably be around June 1st. All right, so that's all I wanted to say. So let's go ahead and begin your reading. All right, Leo, so let's get into your reading here for the first half of June, your Love and Life reading from June 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading as always, guys. So these are the 3 decks that we will be using for your focus cards. The first is my own, the Love and Life Oracle deck. And this particular deck, it does contain 2 messages per card. And it takes a look at how love changes when you first fall into it, and how life's twists and turns affect it as the love connection continues throughout time, throughout the years. And then we'll go ahead and grab a card each. And I noticed that this one is face up. It should not be face up. Actually, they all are. I'm glad I caught that. They should all be face down. So these 2 decks, Twin Flame Love decks, both by Kim Montalto. So of course I will go ahead and shuffle these before using them, and let's go ahead and grab your messages here, Leo. All right, so starting off with the Love and Life deck. All right, here we go. What is your first focus card? I'm guided to this card right here. Okay, so the love message reads, I never knew what love meant until you came into my life. The life message, I never knew what life meant until you came into my heart. So this is someone that has made a tremendous impact in your life, certainly when it comes to your love life, in your heart, their presence, and perhaps, you know, you both have made that impact on each other. So let's go ahead and see what the rest of the cards bring forward. So we'll start with the masculine deck here. All right, so let's go ahead and see where the Divine Masculine is at on this journey, Leo, for the first half of June. All right, Divine Masculine. I'm guided to this card right here. Letting go and moving on. Okay, so the masculine could be letting go of certain behaviors, perhaps, or even people, connections that are no longer serving a purpose in their life. I have a feeling, though, Leo, that if you're Divine Feminine watching for a masculine, because this is the first message, I never knew what love meant until you came into my life. Maybe in order to move on with you, in order to open up a new chapter, certainly in love with you, they needed to let go of their past connections, past baggage that they might have been holding on to. Okay, so we'll have to see how the rest of the messages play off of that one. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab a Divine Feminine message. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Leo. Focusing on the feminine. I am guided to this card. Feeling nostalgic. Okay, so if take this only if it applies, but if the two of you are in separation, we have a feminine here who's missing the masculine, thinking about the Divine Masculine because you guys have either parted ways or you're currently at a distance from one another. So since we do have this added interpretation of the letting go and moving on card from the masculine, if this isn't about letting go of the past, then you guys had to detach and let each other go. But it's the masculine, perhaps, who took it upon themselves to take that first necessary step to detach for whatever reason. We're going to have to dig a little bit deeper to see why that's presenting itself here. Okay, so let me move these guys over here, actually. So let's go ahead and add to that. I'm going to pull from the Twin Flame Current Vibes deck by Sister Moon Tarot. So a masculine who let go and is moving on, and Divine Feminine, you're feeling nostalgic about the happy times that you guys have shared together. But regardless of all that, clearly from the very first message, the love and life message, you both made such a tremendous impact on each other. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Leo. First half of June. What do we need to know here? Look at this. Stuck in the past, and I was just saying that. I kind of feel you're both stuck in the past. I can't get over all the things that have happened with us. But I'm feeling, because of what's coming through from the Divine Masculine, they're really working very hard on this. They've been stuck before, but if they're letting go and moving on, they're no longer stuck. But Divine Feminine, if you're still thinking about the past, you're still feeling nostalgic, either good times or, again, what this card says, I can't get over all the things that have happened with us. Not all of those things were good experiences, you know. So you might be feeling nostalgic about the good times, but it's also important to remember part of the reason why you're not together. We do have sunshine coming in, though. You bring joy to my life, and we get that right from the very beginning. Just from these messages right here. I never knew what life meant until you came into my heart. You make each other happy. That is the impact that you've made on one another. But something happened here that created a separation for some of you. But look at that. There's a promise here. I promise to come back for you. So even though we have a masculine who had to detach and let go, even though we have a feminine who's feeling nostalgic about what happened in the past, I have a feeling here, this could be the masculine saying, it's like, even though I had to detach and move on and let you go, I'll be back. Maybe they needed to work on something going on in their life, in their head, in their heart. Oh my God, and I'm just looking at this next card right here. Look at this. Inner wounds. I am working on myself. I'm trying my best. That could be why this masculine had to detach. Because of these inner wounds, whatever that represents for the masculine here. So that's much needed. Okay, that is coming through for a reason here. So we're going to set these guys aside and let's go ahead and add to that. All right, so I'm going to pull from my Silhouettes deck here, Leo. Let's see what else we can pick up. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. In love and life. So we can't live in the past. We can't be stuck in the past. It's nice to remember the good memories, but if there's painful experiences from the past as well, and that's preventing movement in your life, then it's time to move on from that. And clearly we have a masculine who is doing just that. And maybe Divine Feminine, you're allowing your masculine to do that, giving them the room and space that they need to be able to accomplish that. So maybe this deck here will give us an indication of what happened in the past and why you guys ran into some complications. Look at this. Something was toxic. Know when to walk away. Okay, so either, again, you guys walked away from each other, or a masculine had to walk away from the feminine because there was something toxic going on, either in their life specifically or in the connection. We do have inner wounds, remember, so I'm working on myself. I feel that for this masculine. Divine Feminine, if you relate to that for you as well, you know, absolutely take it in that way. But just based off of the cards here, we have a masculine specifically who is working on these inner wounds, and that's why they had to let go. Part of these inner wounds was toxic. Okay, so we have a masculine who recognizes that. Maybe they didn't recognize that before. They had to get to the point where they knew that it was time to walk away, that it was time to let go and move on. This could have been part of the toxicity for some of you. Bitterness. This card does say when someone else lives happily ever after with the one you love. That's why someone's stuck in the past, because in the past, maybe there was a relationship either for yourself, Leo, or the person that you're focused on, where they were in that partnership and that person ended up being the victim of a partner who left for someone else. And that could have been certainly very painful to witness. It's like the one that you thought was the ideal mate for you ended up leaving you for another partner. And so you're watching someone else living their best life with another person. Someone went through this. So again, it's either you, Leo, or the individual you're thinking about. But even though you're at a distance from one another, we do have this intensity card coming through. I can no longer ignore this magnetic pull between us. And it is that very thing that's going to bring this person back. We also have diamond in the rough. Success takes time. It won't happen overnight, but someday you'll shine so bright the world won't be able to ignore your brilliance. Whenever I see this, it reminds me of someone who's in the beginning stages of perhaps your career. You know, maybe you're working towards a particular goal. That type of success, it does take time to work your way through the top, so to speak, to climb that ladder. It will not happen overnight. But as long as you keep climbing, Leo, as it says, you're going to shine so bright that those around you, they're not going to be able to ignore how amazing you're doing in your life. So I'm just kind of feeling this for some of you when it comes to your career, personal goals that you have in mind. And yes, of course, this can apply to your love life too. Success takes time in that area also. Look at this. We've got summertime coming through. This is a time frame here. And of course, Leo, you know, Leo season is during the summertime. June, July, August. The signs for this card, Gemini, Cancer, of course, Leo, and Virgo. There's an illuminated path that is coming through here. And where is that illumination coming from? From the sun. What does the sun mean in tarot? It's amazing. joyful, successful, celebration, happiness, very positive stuff. Not just in regard to your love life. This is a love and life reading, Leo, so it applies really to every aspect of your life. So even though, if you relate to this, whether you're masculine or feminine, really, detaching from a situation that was unhealthy and toxic, but it does seem that the person that you are thinking of, if you're at a distance from one another, either you will return or they will come back to you. Okay, so something significant might happen during the summer season or during the months of June, July, and August, because I'm not sure if it's summertime all throughout the world. I don't think it is, but you know, that is a time frame that you're being given. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a Twist. If you are familiar with this particular deck, it's one that I created especially for advanced beginners. And I say advanced because this deck, it's a big one. It includes new court cards as well as new oracle messages in addition to all of the traditional tarot cards. And it's for beginners because the cards, most of them have upright and reversed meanings. So you don't have to guess what it means. It's all laid out in front of you. All right. And also, I forgot to mention this deck is actually on sale the entire month of June. So if this is something that you're interested in purchasing, of course, I'll include this deck shop link, my deck shop link down below, as well as all of the other amazing creators and decks that you see here. All right, Leo, so let's see. What else do we need to know? Well, we've got this very romantic Knight of Cups coming in. Chivalry, attraction, someone who's following their heart. Could be this masculine. They had to let go for a reason. I'm not surprised to see this. Three of Swords, okay? So we already know from the bitterness card that someone more than likely ended up getting into another situation outside of an existing partnership. That could have been a love triangle for some of you. But this is a very painful betrayal, heartbreak. Someone's heart was broken here, and that takes time to heal from. What else for Leo, please? Yeah, we've got the moon here. So someone was deceptive, keeping secrets. There were more than likely affairs and love triangles that happened here. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Leo. Swords representing air. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and Cups representing water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Pisces coming through heavily here in this reading so far. But look at this. Makes total sense. We've got the Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups about? Nostalgia. Who's feeling nostalgic? The Divine Feminine. So, Divine Feminine, you want your masculine to return. And they're promising to come back. Because the Six of Cups is a card of reunions. So yes, they had to let go. They had to move on to perhaps heal these inner wounds, but they'll be back. That's what I'm getting from that. Look at this. We also have Christmas tree coming through. So something maybe during the Christmas season as well is reflected here. That could be a time frame for some of you guys. Could be someone's birthday around Christmas time. So we've got summertime and the holiday season, wintertime reflected here. This could also represent a person who's very popular and sociable, lots of friends. This could be you, Leo, or the person that you're focused on. They're very generous. They love to give gifts. They're very family-oriented, very happy, joyful personality. But we do have the Saber of Air, which makes such sense here. Let's read this. Time to clean house. It's time to cut toxicity out of your life. Look at that. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. Don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage you've been carrying. Throw it out like yesterday's trash. Time to move on and bring in some fresh air. That's for the masculine. Letting go and moving on and cleaning house. There is a reason why this is coming through. They had to remove themselves from a toxic situation. And so now they're taking time to heal. But they will be back. That's where your masculine is at, Divine Feminine. And once they're ready to come back towards you, they're coming back as this King of Cups. Very caring and loving and compassionate, emotionally balanced, ready to offer that cup of love to the feminine. That looks pretty amazing. So yeah, there were some painful moments in this partnership because of that Three of Swords. This has not been easy. That's feeling lonely and depressed and heartbreak. And that takes time to heal from. Okay, so we're going to pull some dialogue messages here. I'm going to pull from my Voices deck. So that's volume 1, focused on the Divine Masculine. And then we'll pull from the Voices 2 deck, focused on the Divine Feminine. All right, so let's see. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Leo. What else do we need to know here? What does the masculine need to say to the Divine Feminine? I don't ask for much. I just need your love forever. You bring that sunshine into your masculine's life. I don't want to be second in line for your heart. That makes sense for me. Okay? Because of this bitterness when someone else lives happily ever after with the one that you love. So maybe for some of you, and take this only if it applies, with a love triangle card coming through with that Three of Swords, this masculine, for some of you, felt like they were secondary in your life because maybe there was someone else in the picture. Okay, so that's for some of you. It will not apply to everybody. This message says, why didn't I realize what I had when you were in my life? Okay, so separation, distance here. And part of the reason perhaps why this masculine failed to recognize this is because they were dealing with all of this toxicity and the inner wounds, and they recognize that now. We have a yes answer here from the masculine, maybe Divine Feminine. You had asked them a question, and maybe their answer was no before, but it's coming through as a yes now. And this could also be clarifying that, yes, you make me happy. Yes, I will come back. Look at this. I can no longer ignore this intense fire in my heart and soul for you. So remember this message right here. Intensity, I can no longer ignore this magnetic pull between us. So both of those cards are tapped into this very intense connection between the two of you. Wow. So that's what's coming through from the masculine. So let's go ahead and grab some cards on behalf of the Divine Feminine. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, focusing on Leo, Divine Feminine. Thoughts of introspection from the Divine Feminine. Where are you at, Feminine? What needs to come through here? It sure hurts knowing that you're with someone else. Yeah, some of you guys did experience that. We already know that because of the love triangle and this bitterness card coming through. When someone else lives happily ever after with the one that you love. So that keeps popping up for some of you. Love triangles, third-party situations, and infidelities. I swear I feel you astral travel into my dreams at night. So you could certainly be feeling your Divine Masculine's presence, certainly in your dreams, Divine Feminine. You've touched me inside and out, literally and figuratively. Okay, that pretty much speaks for itself. And through astral travel, some of those dreams could be very sexual in nature. Don't leave me in the dark, because someone else will recognize the light I hold within my heart. That is how some of you are feeling. Someone who did leave you in the dark, who made you feel secondary. You're letting this person know, it's like, if you don't recognize the light that I bring into your life, someone else will. Because again, you represent that sunshine. You represent that happiness. I love the way you love me. So there's something, Divine Feminine, about the love that you receive from your masculine that's unlike any other that you've ever felt in your life. Okay, it's a very special kind of love. All right, guys, so that's what's coming through from the dialogue messages. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the physical connection between the two of you. So I'm going to pull cards from my Sugar and Spice Oracle, a little naughty, a little nice. These cards do and can contain sexual content. If that's not something you're interested in, you're more than welcome to fast forward at this point and move on to the next section of this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. When it comes to the sexual chemistry, the physical connection, their heart space, what do we need to know, Leo, when it comes to you and this person? We have Sugar. Someone could definitely have a very sweet tooth here. So this card says, I know I have a real problem here. I'm addicted to you. The way you pleasure my body, the sensation I feel on my tongue arouses me and fills my mouth with pleasure. I've never known a touch, a kiss, or a love as tantalizing as yours. What a rush. I may need a sweet intervention. They're so incredibly attracted to you, and they desire you so, so much. Let's see what else. And there is something very sweet about this love that the two of you share. We have Paprika. I can bring so much color to your otherwise bland world. From my fiery aura to your more subdued personality, we are a perfect blend of sweetness and spice. We complement each other like no other. I love everything about you. Let's turn up the heat and see where this goes. Wow. So first of all, one of you represents the fiery personality and someone is more low-key and subdued here between the two of you. Maybe Leo, you represent the fire. You are, of course, a fire sign. But you guys are a perfect match. That's what's coming through here. We also have Mocha. I am known for being subtle. You may find that you barely notice you're falling in love with me. Before you know it, you're yearning to have me inside you. I don't come on as strong as any other Joe out there, but I do leave a lasting impression. Let us meet for coffee sometime, shall we? So somebody might really enjoy coffee. But these two cards for me kind of go together because this is referring to someone who's a little bit more subdued in their personality. And that's coming through here. You know, I'm known for being subtle. So this could be the person that you're thinking about, Leo, that they're more low-key than you, more subtle when it comes to how they conduct themselves with you. And then we have Pineapple. Being with you is like living in paradise. You'll be totally consumed with my deliciousness. You won't be able to resist my charms. I want to tantalize you with my juicy kisses. Let's plan a tropical vacation and share a pina colada. All right, you guys might have even talked about this, wanting to go on vacation together, namely a tropical vacation, you know, where it feels like a paradise. Some of you might even really love pina coladas in particular, or just these flavors coming through. Pineapple, mocha, paprika, sugar. You know, someone who's a sugar addict, loves sweets, has a sweet tooth. But yeah, there's something very fiery and affectionate, juicy kisses between the two of you. Someone's name could even be Joe, that is referenced here. Someone loves their caffeine. Maybe someone, either yourself or both of you, you guys are into spicy foods. That could be it too. All right, so take whatever part of that makes sense when it comes to you and your person. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some healing messages here, Leo. And let's go ahead and see what your angel guides want to communicate to you as far as your healing journey at this time for the first half of June. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. We do have body care coming through, so take care of yourself, your physical self, especially at this time if you have not been feeling well or if you've had some physical ailments that have been of concern. You know, definitely focus on your health at this time. You only have one body, so definitely take care of that. Romance, your love life is going to be picking up. It's going to be improving, I feel. So just allow the universe to bring you what is meant for you when it comes to love and romance. If this person truly is meant to come back, they will. Okay, you got to just trust in the process. This freedom card makes sense for me as well, especially for the divine masculine, since we do have this card letting go and moving on, getting away from toxic situations, claiming one's freedom away from people, things, situations that are not good. Okay, that could be for you as well, not just the person that you're thinking about. Guardian angel here, protecting you, watching out for you at this time, especially during challenging times in your life. Leo, you're not going through this journey all by yourself. You also have abundance that is coming in. Abundance, and as I've said in my readings before, it comes in many forms. Yes, of course, it can be money matters. It could be something to do with your career and your livelihood, but it can also come in the form of love. It comes in the form of friendships and family, people who are there for us, you know, abundant in that way. Focus. What it is that you focus on, you will manifest. There's a really good chance you will manifest it, so you might as well really make it count. And the way to do that is you got to be laser focused. You have to have a clear vision of what it is that you want to come towards you so that the universe can work on your behalf. Okay? So right now you're being divinely guided in your life onto perhaps a different path or on a continued path that will lead you towards this energy of the sun where you can find true happiness in every area, not just your love life. Look at that harmony restored in your life. If things were not harmonious before, and I have a feeling they weren't, considering we've got references to toxicity coming through here, they will work itself out once again. Pay attention to the signs that you are receiving. Whatever it is, it could be an actual sign that you see. It could be a song that you hear on the radio. It could be an item that you come across. It could be a number that you keep seeing. Balance will be restored in your life. So if you're feeling a little bit off balance, your angel guides are going to help you bring balance back. And then you've got new beginnings. You see? A fresh start. Another chance to get things right, or just a new beginning to move forward in however way you need to move forward. All right. So I wanted to go ahead and grab some answers to some pressing questions that you might have at this time. So I'm going to be pulling cards from the Angel Answers deck, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my yes/no oracle. This is my newest deck, and it's probably the easiest deck I've ever created because all that's in here are yes and no cards. That's it. Nothing else. Very plain, very simple, and very matter of fact. It's either a yes answer or a no answer. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and see what the answers are. So from this particular deck, it's not limited to just yes/no questions. So you're free to ask whatever it is that you'd like. I'm going to pull about 3 to 4 cards from here for the collective. So Leo, go ahead and either ask your question out loud or concentrate and focus on the question, and let's see what comes through here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, for the collective. What needs to come through here at this time? Ooh, I like that one. Success. Ooh, that's a nice one too. Let's grab one more. All right. What are the answers? Look at this one that went flying. Success. Wow. This one says yes. So we have already from the masculine, remember there was that yes answer. So there's another yes answer coming through there. We have an unlikely, however, for some of you. Okay. And then this one says it's up to you. So maybe you have to be a little bit more assertive to make something happen or to bring something towards you. It's up to you perhaps to decide. And again, focus. Once you focus and decide that you want something to manifest, it's up to you perhaps how that goes about happening. But for some of you guys, maybe it's just not the right time. It's unlikely that something is going to play out right now. But eventually, through time, it will be successful. And as I've mentioned, we've got a yes answer right there. So let's go ahead and grab some cards from here. So I'm going to go ahead and allow the collective to go ahead and ask a total of 3 questions. And let's go ahead and see what the answers are. The simpler and more concise your question that makes sense for a yes/no answer, go ahead and ask now, either out loud or focus and concentrate on that question. So Leo, go ahead and ask your first question here. Let's see what the answer is. For Leo, we've already got 2 yes answers. And now you've got 3. Oh my goodness. There you go. You got a yes answer. So go ahead and focus on your second question. Again, the simpler the better. And a question that would make sense for a yes/no type answer. Let's grab your second answer. Look at this. Another yes. So that's 4 yeses in this reading. All right, can we have 5 yeses? Go ahead and ask your last question, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. What is the answer to your last question here, Leo? What is that last answer? Unbelievable. Yes, all across the board. Do you see this? Yes, 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 yes. Where's that yes answer from the masculine? Look at all of these yeses. Talk about a sign. Leo, that is amazing. 5 yeses. Clarifying that maybe you should go for it. Whatever it is that you asked, it's a yes. Hopefully those are good yeses for the collective. But that's what's coming through there. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so let's wrap it up here, guys, with some final guidance. I'm going to pull from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards, another deck by Sister Moon Tarot. So what's some final advice from your spirit guides and angel guides for this reading? First half of June for Leo, angels and spirit guides, please. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Am I tripping? Did that card not come out? Yeah, it sure did. That's no mistake. Freedom. From the masculine, remember, letting go and moving on. But you know, this can apply to the feminines too. Whatever it is that you need to free yourself from, maybe that's why we've got so many yeses coming through in this reading. It's like, yes, do it. Yes, it's time to break free. Yes, it's time to let go. Yes, it's time to move on. Yes, it's time for you to recognize your worth within yourself. Yes, they will return. Yes, they will come back. So many yeses. Freedom. So this card does say you are as free as you choose to be. Freedom is a mindset. And it's so true, because nobody can ever keep you confined as long as you do not allow that to happen. Freedom coming through twice. 5 yeses in this reading. And bottom of the deck, we have a message, sort of like that message in a bottle. Communication is needed. Communication is coming. Read between the lines. Speak your truth. So they'll reach out, Leo. Either they will reach out or you will reach out, but there is communication that will be happening here sooner rather than later. And I'm just absolutely blown away by the amount of yes answers that came through in this reading. There's a reason for that. Okay, so I really do feel that you will find your happiness, not just in your love life, but in your life. And maybe that will happen the first half of June. All right, so that is where I'm going to leave this reading, Leo. I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you truly helps you out for this first half of the month. And if you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.